Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wa salatu wa salamu ala Rasulihil Kareem. Amma ba'd. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is an introduction to Arabic Through Stories program. In this video, we will talk to you about the roadmap and vision behind Arabic Through Stories program. And we will compare and tell you why Arabic Through Stories program is the most unique program that was ever done to teach Arabic. Before we compare, we need to understand what we have today. In other words, there are about 6 different kinds of programs that are available for students to learn Arabic. The first one is self-study. In self-study, the student basically takes a book, learns or basically reads a couple of chapters, and then he starts to doubt, am I on the right track? Because there is no one to tell him if he is or if he is not, if he's learning the right thing or not. Because when he learns a couple of chapters and he reads Quran, there are 2 different terminologies. So he moves on to another book, and then things are different again in that book. So he buys more books, CDs and softwares, eventually left confused. We believe that Arabic in particular and any language in general are best learned with teachers. In the weekend courses, you have about 6 weeks or 8 weeks or 4 weeks where your masjid is conducting a course or your Islamic center is conducting a course, and we believe that the student, when he goes before this class, he knows one thing, which is how to say kaifa haluk, and when he is done with this course, he is left with just the same thing, which is kaifa haluk. It's rather sad to see that these masajid and Islamic centers are conducting these weekend courses without any vision or roadmap. So it's like a blind person in the desert. Then we have the crash courses or summer courses. Again, the student is genuine. He really wants to learn. He takes out 30 days from his life. He goes out and he tries to study full time. Unfortunately, Arabic is like an ocean, and if you try to put that in a glass, you really cannot do it. And that is what you will be doing when you try to learn this in 30 days or 10 days or whatever you have. That is really not the right way to learn the language. Then we have the full-time courses, which are something that everyone cannot afford, where someone takes a year, 2 years, 9 months from your life and go and study the language full-time. We believe that these are very beneficial if you can afford it, and you will really learn something at the end of it. But underline the word learn. Inshallah, we will come back to it when we are comparing with Arabic Through Stories program. Then we have people who travel overseas, and this is a great way to learn the language. However, this is not something that everyone can afford. Then there is the long-term course. What do we mean by long-term course? A long-term course is where a student is fortunate to find a teacher who is willing to sit with the student for 2 hours or 4 hours a week for about 4 to 5 years. And this is a very underestimated program. We believe that this is one of the most successful programs, and a lot of students do not realize this. So how does Arabic Through Stories program compare with these programs, and what makes it unique? With these programs, if you notice, there's one thing in common, which is shortage of time. And because of shortage of time, when you actually learn the language, and you cannot really acquire it. With Arabic through stories, you will have an opportunity to acquire the language. And there is a difference between learning and acquiring the language. When you learn the language, it's a very conscious effort. And when you acquire it, you're learning the language in a subconscious way as you would learn your first language. And when you are learning, also you are focused more on the grammar rules. When you acquire, you are focusing on the language itself, its sounds and its patterns, and how to use it. And when you are learning the language, because you are focused on rules, it seems you are learning math and science. And learning a language and acquiring a language is quite different from that. It needs to be permanent and instantaneous. And that's what Arabic Through Stories program will do for you. It will teach you, it will help you acquire the language, inshallah. So what is our approach? We take the student from very simple stories to advanced or complex stories, and we teach the grammar rules only within the context. Then we have activities and games within these stories. At the end of each story, the student has an opportunity to take a test. And inshallah, we have a vision that we would eventually feed this into a global ranking where the whole Ummah can participate in this course and can have a ranking. So how do you use this program? With every video, there will be a book. So we encourage you to download the book. Do the activities in the book. And we will also solve these activities online. If you have questions or if you need answers to certain parts of the book, you can contact us either through our email, which is arabicthroughstories@gmail.com, or to the channel's comment section. What do we expect from you? We expect a couple of things. One, trust us. We realize that when you are trying to learn a language, it is very confusing and you need some assurance. So with Arabic Through Stories program, we look out for you. So when we give you simple things, just focus on those simple things. Do not worry about other things that are related to that subject that we are teaching. You can be guaranteed that we will teach you these things at the right time. So trust us that we are looking out for you. The second thing we expect from you is support us. Support us either financially if you can, or help us spread this word. Share it with your friends. So finally, why are we doing this? We want to leave a great legacy behind where the Arabic material to learn the language, acquire it, is available for everyone and it is free. We want to reshape how Arabic is taught. We hope that you will benefit from this program. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.